Hello everyone, Granitor from the AVA clan here, and I've got a 2v2 Rome 2 battle for you with my good friend Timur from the RTK clan. He's been a good friend for a couple of years now. We tend to do a few 2v2s together when we can, and I'll go over the builds quickly for you. For my build, our Vernie, I have 3 heavy horse, 4 Celtic warriors, 2 on the left flank, 2 on the right, a Levy Freeman on my left flank. So the 2 Celtic warriors and the Levy Freeman are in support of me, 2 cav coming up the left flank there. And my middle line, my main line, has 8 chosen swordsmen and an oath sworn, 3 Celtic slingers out the front, and for Timur we have Avocati, 3 of, armoured legionary, 3 of them as well, 3 auxiliary infantry on the right flank, and his front line seems to be all sturdy, and the elephant over here. And my opponent, he has 2 noble horse archers on the left flank, on his right flank, sorry, 2 citizen cav, 2 militia hoplites. His main line is the Scythian hoplites, 6 of them. In the back line is Chimerian heavy archers, it's about 3 of them, 6 of them, sorry, 6 Chimerian heavy archers. And his gen is a noble horse archer, another noble horse archer on the other side of the map. Now for Timur's opponent, he has 3 levies out front. His front line is all legionary cohort, 6 of them, 2 avocatis, 4 avocatis, and an eagle cohort, auxiliary Syrian archer, and then we've got a gladiator spearman and 2 equites. Rightio, let's press play.
Get running! Riders forward!
Yeah, I like to stack this left flank when I'm playing 2v2s. Have these 2 Celtic warriors and a Levy Freeman here for support. Push heavy there. Your main line just pushing up. Get in range. I thought I'd take this heavy horse around just to help Timur out, because these 2 of my opponent's horses are over there. I'm just sitting here on the flank for the time being, but I really want to push forward a bit more, so I'm going to end up pushing these horse archers. And eventually what that will do, if I push this side, it'll start bringing these 2 militia hoplites and his cavalry over here to the left flank, so I can engage the hoplites hopefully with my Celtic warriors and Levy Freeman for support. Here he's engaged my heavy horse with his citizen cav. I'll pull back this one for the time being. So I'm going to end up grabbing hold of this militia hoplite with my Celtic warrior. This heavy horse will probably end up dying, but it's a fair trade-off if I can get rid of the citizen cav and the militia hoplite. Looks like this militia hoplite is going to take the engagement with my Celtic warrior. Not a wise choice, unless he puts in hoplite war. I think the Celtic warrior's got that. I'm pushing this left flank with my heavy horse, trying to grab these noble horse archers, which I did. He comes in support with his citizen cav, that's fine. Levy Freeman and the chosen swordsman both getting a volley of precursors, javelins off on the citizen cav. Give them a shot with my slingers, they're as good as done. Main line's engaged here. I should have that very easy because I've just hit relentless, general attack skill, melee attack increased, he's not in hoplite wall, as you can see. So his swords should have a good time there, and I've just taken this left flank here with 3 extra troops as well, so I should be able to push so he can't kite with them archers too good. It seems like Timur's engaged over here at the moment. I've just hit them legionary cohort with my heavy horse to relieve his hastati for a bit, break him up, and that killed a few, but now he's going to be able to get support with his other hastati there. Engagement's happening here. Timur hasn't got the best of charges off, but he did get engaged there. And then we see that Timur's going to bring his elephant in. He's keeping it back wisely. And looks like my opponent's main line has crumbled, as predicted, with very few losses. Hoplites just don't stand up unless you put them in hoplite formation, but even then you won't kill anything, you'll hold for a bit longer. But as you can see, Timur's brought his elephant in. He's gone a bit Burko. He's coming into the back of his opponent's line, thank Christ, and that's going to do some devastating effects on the opponent's troops there. Even though they are going crazy, they've come in at the right spot there, but then also come back on Timur's avocado, which is not good. Timur's opponent has got his cav through, going to chase down the skirmish of Timur. Randy Velites, they're not too overly important. But then you see my left flank here is just totally mopped up, so I'll come back in support of Timur. My opponent's only got a few troops, so and I'm holding this avocado off with 2 of my chosen swordsmen because they're so beast. And then Timur's elephant seems to be still going crazy and going into his own men. And then yeah, my opponent's pretty well done. He's got the few little troops over here. A couple of cav left still out the back here, getting Timur's line. The elephants only have 4 men left. Noble horse archers getting back shots, but I can't say they're worth their money. It's a strange choice for a gen choice, but I think he was expecting to kite a bit more. But you can't do that once you lose your flanks, really, like I said. Right, Timur's got back control of his elephants, coming in for a good side charge here, racking up the kills. They're actually going to be worth their money soon, I suppose. Oh, 150 kills there, that's pretty good for a Roman elephant, especially so. But we're still got an avocado there, which is pretty strong. So we're going to have to get over and help Timur quickly. These troops here should be making their way back to the main battle. I've got my general over here. He's out in the open against 2 cav, but the cavalry in Rome 2 is nowhere near like Attila. It's a lot less forgiving, a lot more forgiving, sorry. Cavalry in Attila is it's very devastating to a unit out in the open like this, but in Rome you can afford to, especially in Oathsworn. I'm not going to hold back or anything. I'm just going to lock them down with my rest of my cav so they can't go, and then get my Oathsworn in there.
His head is mine.
And hopefully he doesn't pull off that engagement. I should have him crushed there. These noble horse archers shooting. One of my chosen swordsmen come back at the right time. He's going to engage this avocado, who's actually pretty well near full strength with a lot of kills. So,
What do we say?
and then Timur's only got a few troops left. He's still got his auxiliary infantry, a armoured legionary, and another armoured legionary over here at half strength. And then we can see over here I've just decided to keep on with his engagement. I'm going to lose my heavy horse, but my general's still racking up the kills against his cavalry.
Back, warriors, back!
and if he doesn't pull out soon, that should be the end of him. So I'm coming back to help Timur now from all the flanks, and the troops should make it back in relatively good time. He's chosen swordsman over here against Savicati, half strength, should do pretty well. My chosen swordsman in shield wall as well, so it'll give them a bit of a boost. General's finished with that cave over the back there. It'll be heading back to the main engagement, but looks like it might all be over, bar a couple of troops here. Going to bring this chosen swordsman. There's no use whacking him in anywhere, but the rear charge here. I've hit my shield ball on this one, but he's facing the wrong friggin' way, of course. So soon I should, yeah, there we go, I've done an attack order, kept the shield ball on, lock them up, get my chosen swordsman around, hopefully lock up his general with my slingers so I can keep him off my back. About to mop up this engagement here. General will come back in good time for this one. They won't move too far before they get locked up again. And the rear charges is coming in here. And hopefully my opponent doesn't realise it, but yes, he does. It's good observation from my from the Roman opponent to turn his troops and not get a rear charge there, but I think it'll end up in my favour there too. That chosen swordsman's got a lot of troops left. Looks like he's going to use this Avocati to front off my gen. He's very tired, my general, but he should go pretty well there. My general's 100 men, losing a couple because of the fatigue. You know, you've got to keep an eye on that, but I just needed to lock that Avocati up so this chosen swordsman had a better time against the eagle and the Avocati. Now it looks like he's going to bring his general around for a rear charge on my general here, which will serve him well. We'll see how many men it takes. Got 96, rear charge was good. I'm not in shield ball or nothing, so it'll be pretty effective. Yeah, he's killed about 8 men there in the rear charge. That's not too bad. Now Timur will come through and get a rear charge with his auxiliary infantry here. That'll just do a morale penalty to the Avocati. That'll be the end of them. Then we've got just the general unit. An Avocati at 34 men, Eagle cohort, which has done well, 254 kills. And it's done pretty well, but now my general's getting the rear charge. The general's done exceedingly well. He's got 239 kills. He should get around 250, which is good for an Oathsworn. That's what you should expect. Slingers have done well, 47 kills, 38 and 85, so they've done exceptionally well for Celtic slingers. I'm just going to face and shoot his general. Both me slingers may get a few friendly fire, but at this stage it doesn't really matter in the battle. So just, yeah, chucking a few stones into his general's scon. We'll see them go down quite quickly there. There we go. His general unit's over and done with. That Eagle cohort stood up pretty well, but that's the end of that. It's a good battle by my opponents. We'll have a look at the end scores. Kills and losses for me, pretty good. Got a lot of kills. Best killer was this chosen swordsman at 335, which is exceedingly good for a chosen swordsman. 121 for me heavy horse that was roaming around the back there, the one that charged that legionary cohort. It didn't do too good. These two didn't do too good. They were on the left flank, but I didn't expect them to. It's more these troops that I wanted to get into the engagement. I just locked them up with me 2 cav and as you can see, 2 Celtic swordsmen. This one exceedingly well on the left flank there. Yeah, that one, Celtic Warrior didn't do too good, but my Slinger's done well for what the price is. For Chimeria, we have the Horse Archers, done pretty well actually, you know, just 2 of them done pretty well. That one was his general, so getting a few rear shots. His Cav didn't go too well. His Archers didn't get the shots they needed. They got flanked. You can see which ones were hit in the flank, the ones that got less kills. And yes, his poor old hoplites, hoplites or whatever, they don't go too good. They yeah, unless they're in hoplite formation, they're just not going to go any good. And for Moth, who was a Roman player, his Cav went well, got through the line, hit the skirmishers. I think they would have been better off one hitting a skirmish, one doing back charges. Timur's Eagle cohorts and Evocati's done okay. Oh no, this is Moth, sorry. They done okay, yeah. But for the Eagle cohort and Evocati, the top scorers there. His mainline held well. And that's more of the build that I choose rather than Timur's, you know, but Timur was having a bit of fun with the Ellie. But instead of the Hastati, I tend to choose the Legionary cohort myself. And just a couple of Stati on the flanks with bit of Gladiator Spearman or something. But yes, Timur's kills, he didn't get too many. His elephant kind of ran over a lot of his troops. But all in all, good battle. And thank you very much for watching. And I'll talk to you soon. See ya.